Hey everybody, welcome back to No Drama News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into these stories. So, people on social media are now accusing Gunna of being the latest crypto scammer. Many celebrities have praised cryptocurrencies. Among the high-profile figures to publicly back various digital coins include Lil Yachty, Soulja Boy, Paris Hilton, Jamie Foxx, Ashton Kutcher, and many more. Recently, Gunna marketed the Pushin' Peeth crypto coin to his 2.1 million followers, and he claimed he would take this coin to the moon. Hey, Pushin' Peeth made a crypto metaverse for us, he wrote. At Shane Mooncharts back in the project. I know this is gonna fly. I'm taking this to the moon. Join the Telegram here. The name is a play on Gunna's Young Thug and Future-assisted single Pushin' P from his latest album, DS Forever. After 8 hours, Gunna's tweet and the Pushin' Peeth account were deleted. The Pushin' Peeth website, which is still live, says the coin is a cryptocurrency that works for you, helps you increase your holdings over time. We offer complete transparency and the latest security to all our holders. Additionally, the liquidity is locked on Unicrypt and the ownership of the contract is renounced. On Wednesday, Twitter user ZachXBT was the first to call out Gunna, tweeting out, "Nice scam at Gunna, didn't even last 8 hours." The tweet included a screenshot of Pushin' Peeth's crypto performance on TradingView. These receipts show how it received an influx of liquidity, but quickly decreased in value upon going live. Anyone who invested in the currency ultimately lost out on a lot of money, as the coin's worth ultimately went to absolutely zero, dropping 90% plus in value. The only tweet that remains is somewhat ironic since the scheme is being called a complete and total rug pull. I want to see everybody win, Gunna tweeted out. So I was telling you about Ice Poseidon and how he basically did this whole scam. The difference between this one is that I suspect that this scam was set up by somebody. They chose a name for it that was sort of weirdly similar to Gunna's Pushin' P song, but also kind of different because it's P-E-T-H. And they paid Gunna a lot of money, I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume that Gunna probably got paid at least $100,000 to tweet this out, and then some percentage of Gunna's fans think, oh, this is a great idea, and they go and they buy some percentage of these coins, they put some money into it, and then once the price has spiked, they pull out all the money, and then everybody gets screwed, besides Gunna, who probably got paid well for it. So this is a scam that's happening left and right on the internet these days. I'm kind of surprised to see somebody like Gunna taking part in it. Like these days, if somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want you to promote this crypto coin or whatever, you should be very, very skeptical because there's a very high chance that they are going to be using your name to rip people off.
Yeah, I don't think people like understand that when they're doing these fucking transactions and shit like that. Like, you know, like if a big company hits you up, hey, I got the Adam22 coin right now. You're like, shit, you gonna give me $100 grand to post this up? Fuck it, I don't know about this shit. But, you know, I don't think that people know that when you're doing that, your fans are getting attached to this and they believe in you and stuff too. So it is fucked up that these companies keep doing that. We keep seeing these fucking coins come and disappear, and it just seems like everybody with some celebrity status, you know, they use that to fucking promote the shit. And you know, I'm lost on all this shit. You hated NFTs and you bought one, now you hate them again. I don't know what the fuck is going on in the metaverse. I'm gonna keep it G.
I mean, you can believe that some percentage of NFTs have value and also believe that 99.5% of NFTs are a scam. And we've seen that over and over, like 6ix9ine, Lil Uzi, they've all had these like NFTs that they were promoting at some point, and then it comes out and pretty much like it's a total scam, and they figure that out usually within like a day or two. Like the 6ix9ine thing, they were hyping up these trolls NFTs for months and months, and then people fucking bought it. Like his fans, I read an article with somebody who put $40,000 into the 6ix9ine trolls NFTs, and he lost all that money just because this dumb motherfucker actually thought that it would be a good idea to invest in that.
It's crazy too, because I was watching the Channel 5 Complex Con thing. You see Phoenix Flex and said he knows somebody that fucking sold their meat pick as an NFT for a big amount of money. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I'm trying to cop an NFT of your meat.
Bro, oh my God. Next story. The Department of Justice has confirmed that 4 individuals have been arrested in a connection with Michael K. Williams' death by drug overdose last year. According to the reports, alleged drug dealers Irvin Green Eyes, Carton Gunna, Hector Origa, Robles, Luis Mastro, Cruz, and Carlos Corralita Masi were arrested for their involvement in supplying the beloved actor with heroin-laced fentanyl. The four have been charged with conspiracy to distribute and possess fentanyl and heroin. Authorities have treated Michael K. Williams' death as a homicide and tracked down the suppliers through license plate readers. After backtracking where he went in New York City before his fatal overdose, security camera footage showed him meeting with a man believed to be Cartagena and others. The Associated Press reports 4 months, a paid informant working for the NYPD had been making controlled buys of heroin on the same block where Williams purchased his drugs. Court papers said that an undercover police officer made one buy just days before the actor copped his fatal dose. Authorities said video surveillance captured the hand-to-hand transaction on September 5th in which Michael K. Williams bought the lethal dose. The actor was found dead in his apartment the next day. He was 54. The vials of drugs found when his body was discovered before the same label, AAA Insurance, as the vials purchased by the officer, Detective Mark Grunsky, who worked on the case, said that it appears as though Michael K. Williams didn't even know these guys beforehand. The day before the actor's death, the NYPD's informant reportedly went back to buy more drugs from the same group, recording a conversation in which some of the crew members talked about Williams' overdose. One denied selling any drugs containing fentanyl. Authorities say that the men continued to sell fentanyl-laced heroin in broad daylight amid apartment buildings in Brooklyn and Manhattan, even after knowing that Williams had died from one of their products. Irvin Cartagena was arrested in Puerto Rico and is expected to be presented in federal court today, while Hector Robles and Luis Cruz and Carlos Maki are expected to be presented in Manhattan federal court on Wednesday. This is a public health crisis, and it has to stop, said U.S. Attorney Damian Williams.
Deadly opioids like fentanyl and heroin don't care about who you are or what you've accomplished. They just feed addiction and lead to tragedy. The Southern District of New York and our law enforcement partners will not give up. We will bring every tool to bear, and we will continue to hold accountable the dealers who push this poison, exploit addiction, and cause senseless death.
All I gotta say is you better be freaking careful if you're out here selling heroin, because you see the tactics that they got to catch you if you're out here selling bad drugs. I mean, these guys out here, you know, they're getting caught because of their license plates and all this kind of shit. I mean, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams, because he was a great talent. I don't know that I necessarily like agree with the idea that the drug dealer is really like responsible for the drug addict's death, but I guess once you throw the fentanyl in the mix and you're like blatantly selling something that's different than what you would like to depict that you're selling, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. And man, it's a scary time to be a fucking heroin dealer.
Yeah, and you know, I know it's easier said than done, but it's like, man, at this point, man, do not do none of these motherfucking drugs nowadays, bro. They putting fentanyl and everything. They're catching this shit. We reporting on this shit so fucking much. Like, they doing this shit left and fucking right. And I know guys who got fucking testers who still end up fucking dying from fucking fentanyl. So it's like, there's no safe way. If you give a fuck about your life, first of all, stay away from heroin. Second of all, do not do no fucking fent. Don't buy this shit. Leave this shit alone. Pick up weed or something like that at this point, man. Fuck all this.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas, and somebody who I won't name was asking me like, ooh, are you down to do coke in Vegas? I'm like, hell no. Even if I did want to, they ain't gonna get me with the fent. Shit is too scary out there these days. I'm not fucking with it.
You only do fentanyl at the mall.
I do fentanyl at the mall when I'm rapping at your house on Twitch, but that's it.
That's it. That's where we draw the line.
Somehow when I rap off the top of my dome, the mall comes to mind a lot.
And you always say Pete.
Pete?
You always like a friend. You always put Pete in there.
Fucking with the homie Pete. That kind of thing. Yeah. YouTube, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back real soon. And also, go subscribe to the No Jumper Clips channel. You dig?